Hello, welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot for a general reading for all zodiac signs from September 29th through October 6th. And we are in a full moon in Aries, not Leo. Yeah. Sometimes words just sneak out. But we're on video and we're on recording, so, sometimes it just happens. But yep, we're in a full moon in Aries today. And we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for joining in the space. Let's all take a good deep breath as we come in here. Connect to each other. Good. Thank you, Spirit, as you're always looking out from our eyes, guiding us, walking alongside of us as we continue to manifest this beautiful dream and expand this place and continue to walk in beauty. So, what do we have here? We're going to draw some just magnifying glass cards to start out this reading and see what is happening here. Shuffle a little bit. Oops, sorry. Just looked down, it was 111. There's no mistakes or accidents. 111 on the timer. Okay, so what do we have here? We have gratitude list. So this is appreciation, counting your blessings and feeling appreciation for what you already have. Helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you appreciative of right now? What do you give thanks for? Who do you give thanks for? Keep focusing upon appreciation and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So that's the message that we start out with. For our angel cards, let's look in here. I always like to name the deck. This is the Sacred Forest deck here. So we have beautiful new oracle cards here, gifted from the universe. We have Meandering Pathway, Flow. I love that image there. The wizard, he's got his wand lit up, and there's the beautiful meandering path, and we have all the fairies and the light streaming through in this forest. Where is he gonna go? Okay. I'm gonna go, and we're gonna draw from here. And this is the Fortune Oracle. And I hope your week is going well. Snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. Oh, there's no fear there. We always trust the universe. We always trust Spirit is guiding us in a beautiful way. We're going to do the Moonology cards here and see what we have. Excuse me. It is first thing on the Friday morning here. And I'm going to be getting to work here soon. I just wanted to do this. It takes time to set up everything for these readings, even though they're maybe 20, sometimes 40 minutes long. Try to get a little bit in. Try not to do as quick or fast or whatever is possible, or even slow. It's like the cards come out the way they come out. And I love doing these readings, but it does take time to set this stuff up. We have Release Control. First quarter moon in Taurus. Okay. So again, these are the cards. We're just going to oversee the reading, and before we draw the tarot here, let's see what we're looking at. Okay, the cards have been pre-shuffled, and I'm just going to do another quick shuffle right here. They have been pre-shuffled with your energies. Cut pre-shuffled. I just want to do a quick other shuffle here. And see what we have. We're going to look at the beginning of the week. We're going to look at the energies beginning of the week. We're going to look at the area we should be focusing on, unexpected energies, messages and advice, and then a possible outcome. And we'll see what happens here. Okay. So what do we have here, Spirit? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab a quick sip of coffee here. Everything's quick, right? Until it's not. Okay, so what are the possible energies here for beginning of the week for our general peak for all zodiacs? What are we looking at, Spirit, for the beginning of this week. Deck is warming up, I can tell. Oh, there we go. And we start out with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is that entrepreneurial energy. You know, he's that fiery guy. He's a visionary. Got a lot of ideas here going on. So this is the energy starting out the week. We're going to look at the area we should be focusing on here. What do we have here, Spirit, for the area that we should be focusing on? What do we have here, Spirit, for the area that we should be focusing on for this week? Yep, the cards are definitely warming up this morning. What is the area? What is the area we should be focusing on, Spirit? Show us clearly. Yeah, we already see appreciation. Doing that throughout the day is a beautiful thing to do. You know, sometimes life throws us off when there's a path, there's meanders. It's not just a straight line in life, for sure. You know, we walk that labyrinth. As within, so without. You know, we get to the center and then we walk our way out again. Well, the way in is the way out. What area we should be focusing on, Spirit? Show us clearly here. Okay. Oh, they say 3 times a charm. And the snake is the energy of shedding the skin. You know, your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. You know, as you go along there, shedding a skin sometimes it takes a little of this and a little of that to release that control. Show us clearly, Spirit, on the area we should be focusing on for this week. This is interesting. Energy is coming in this deck. So I just got this one, and boy, these cards were flying out for me when I was doing my readings, but for this one, it's just not. It's taking its time. What's the area we should be focusing on? There we go. And here we have the Hierophant coming out here. Wow, that's potent and powerful energy with the King of Wands. Then we got the King of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant energy for the area we should be focusing on. And the Hierophant is the guru within. You know, it's a lot like that. You know, your intuition and healing powers will guide you. Well, the Hierophant, as with it, we're just saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. It also means that you're on a cross. It could be in a cross. Some of you could be on a crossroad. Again, that path meanders. And sometimes things cross. Excuse me. And, yeah, so you are your own guru. That you have all of that. You have an inner connection. You have a connection to source within. And you know that you know. That you know that you know. So that's the area we should be focusing on here. We're going to get some clarifier cards. What are the unexpected energies coming through for this week, Spirit? What are the unexpected energies coming through? And you know, these readings, they're still just as potent for whenever you join in. The unexpected energy is this 3 of Wands, and you are taking that wand. You know, it's 3 comes after the 2, making the choice, and you made the choice, and now, as you can see, his back is turned, and he's moving on from something here. Going on his journey. Just like this meandering pathway card here. It's very much similar. Okay. And now we're going to look at the messages and advice. Messages and advice. Okay, we're walking away. Look at that. Both of these cards. We have the Merlin here, the Magician, and here's the Path. His wand is lit up and he's ready to go. And then we have the 3 of Wands coming in, unexpected energies, and then here is the messages and advice from Spirit, and you're moving on. But all 3 of these are moving on. And number 3 is showing up. 3, 3 moving on, and then 3 of Wands, which is that fiery energies. And again, the action energies of Aries, which are in the full moon energies today, in the next 3 days. And it did begin about 3 days ago. And then we also have the fiery sign of Leo and Sagittarius for the Wands. Right. So let's look at the possible outcome for this reading. What are we looking at here, Spirit? Mind you, we're also moving into an eclipse season. We had it at the beginning of this year, and it's finishing out in the month of October. So it's very potent energies for the month of October. What are we looking at here, Spirit, for possible outcome? Okay, and then we have this Page of Cups coming in here, and the Page of Cups is a dreamer, and excuse me, first thing in the morning I'm going to grab a little bit more of this coffee. Dreamer, lover, very eager to move on. Look at this, he's just ready, he's dressed and ready to go. The cup is full, and it's Piscean energy too. You know, just like this, we have these 3 cards that we're moving on. We're taking it and we're moving on. And he's just ready to go for this possible outcome. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to get some clarifier cards. Just going to push these over a little bit. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what are we looking at for this King of Wands? For the energies, possible energies beginning of the week. What is this King of Wands, Spirit? Yeah, appreciation, gratitude, whatever you choose. Appreciation is a better word because it's less resistance in that word, and thankfulness too. It's less of, resistance, and then bringing up the past. So gratitude's one of those words. I'm not sure, it's like hope. I'm not sure, you know, but appreciation is just from the warmth of your heart. And I know it is being a little picky with wording, but it's true. Appreciation list brings more. What is this King of Wands, Spirit? It just brings, and it releases, and it clears space. You have more space around you when you're in appreciation than if you're in your mind thinking about the things that aren't working or the things that you want to work. The deck is warming up too as well right now. What is this King of Wands, Spirit, for possible energies beginning the week? You know, whenever you can throughout the day, whatever it is that you could possibly just go, I'm appreciative of this, I'm thankful for that. At any point, it's amazing what happens. Okay, it is warming up. We might have to take another deck. What is this King of Wands, Spirit? Sometimes it happens. There we go. Okay, we have Justice. Okay, so now we're looking at the... Oh, there's something balancing out here. We've got the King of Wands with the Justice card. It's so beautiful because you get the scale in the hand of the Justice card, and Justice card meaning that there's justice going on. Whatever it is, the beginning of this week, you're balancing out the scale with this appreciation here, right? And that you're, you know, again, sitting in that beautiful, solid knowing and leadership of taking charge of your life this week, and you know, ideas flowing. You have that vision, hold it, and then again through appreciation you're bringing it out, and you're again balancing out the scale with that. Not just, there's not give, there's also receiving too, and not just receiving, there's also a give and take there, and that's that whole thing. And as you do, you're going to find things changing. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a clarifier card for this Justice card and see what we're looking at here. Spirit, what is this Justice card? Well, that was quick. So I guess this deck is really warmed up, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles. So the beginning of this week, what we're seeing here, and again we'll go over it again, is that we have the King of Wands with the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles. So even though it's not a matched pair, we have a king and a queen showing up with Justice in the middle, and she's going this way. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about abundance, financial abundance. And again, if you watched my video on the energies for the month of September, it's all about manifestation, and that's what the Queen is all about. She's grounded, she's motherly, she's nurturing, and so you got the Queen, the King of Wands, again, with the visionary, building his empire brick by brick, knowing, solid, fiery guy, getting the job done, balancing out the equation with that feminine energy of just being very grounded and motherly. So that's the energies that we're beginning at, starting at the beginning of this week. And as you can see, these people here are looking forward, and she's looking ahead. She's moving on. So that's what you're going to be finding out this week as you stay in appreciation. And I can't say it enough, it is so important to stay in that mindset. We're going to move on here with the area that we should be focusing on, and that is the Hierophant card here. Okay, and then Hierophant also has to do with control, and with that came up here at the very end, release control here with this first quarter moon in Taurus card. And Taurus is a very grounding energy as well, just like the Queen of Pentacle energy. Okay, so the Hierophant is a Taurus energy as well. And some of you may be a Taurus, so you have a Taurus in your life. But regardless, you have this releasing control and changing beliefs and a paradigm change. And the path is meandering. You flow with it. You're going to flow with that path. We're going to find out. We're going to get some clarifier cards. What is this Hierophant card, Spirit? Yeah, and the energies in which you should be focusing on. There's a paradigm shift within. You're going to find this week. We're always shifting. We're always transitioning. We're moving through small deaths in life, small deaths. Things start, and it could go fast. It could happen within less than a 24-hour period. Sometimes it lasts months, sometimes years. But regardless, we're all moving through a transition all the time. We're always going through some kind of change. What's this Hierophant card, Spirit? I saw a message when I was going to the bathroom yesterday at work. Someone had put up a sign that said, one thing you know is constant is change. And it's so true. What's this Hierophant card, Spirit? Sitting under what we should be focusing on. Yeah, this deck. This is one deck that's it's just being particular. What is this Hierophant card, Spirit, sitting under the area we should be focusing on? Oh, there it goes. There's that one that wants to come out. Okay, and now we have the Judgment. Ooh. So the Hierophant with the Judgment card here. If you look, the angel's coming down. Okay, the angel's coming down, and they're like rescued. They're like, oh, thank goodness. And with the Hierophant card, again, calling upon Spirit, calling upon that inner guru within, knowing that you have a connection to Source. And as you take this path this week, this is the area you should be focusing on. Know that help is here. It's not on the way, it's here. Anything that you need. So you find yourself in a situation where you're not quite sure. Spirit, how do you see this? Inner being, Spirit, how do you see the situation? And just wait for the answer. And this is where you get into your intuitive mode. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. And as you can see, that path meanders sometimes. We were just saying about that we're always moving through a transition. So this is a big transitional week, especially before the eclipses, and everything's going to change. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower card shows up this week for this reading. So let's see what goes on here as we look a little bit further with this Judgment card coming in. Okay, Spirit, what is this? Let's go to this deck here. What is this Judgment card sitting in the area we should be focusing on? That one wants to come out. So we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords now, ooh, this is potent. Look at this. The King is facing the Judgment card. The King is making logical, wise decisions. The swords are the mind, mental energies. So you're making wise decisions this week. As that help, that's exactly it. The wise decision is, Spirit, how do you see this? It's making those decisions based on intuition, but not getting lost in the emotions. So the king is balanced. You have this balanced energy of making logical decisions and asking and knowing that you have that larger part of you in the unseen always helping. You can call it God, spirit, higher self, inner being. We're all connected. We're all source beings. And you'll know by how you feel. You'll know if you're off, because that's when you're sitting there trying to take the reins and you're not listening to your intuition. At all times, when it feels good, you're in sync with your inner being. So there's a change of a paradigm. There is a crossroads that some of you may be at, but the help is here. The judgment call, you're making that judgment call and making that logical decision, whatever that is for you, based on your clarity and not getting so lost in your emotions. Okay, so that's the area that we should be focusing on. Again, the unexpected energies coming through is this Three of Wands. And as you do, you're going to find yourself taking that wand and you're going to move on in that meandering path. What is this Three of Wands spirit for the unexpected energies coming through? What are we looking at here? What is this Three of Wands? Yeah, in the full moon energies, emotions can be on high during the full, especially we're in Aries, where it's a really fiery situation. Okay, here we go. So now we have the Eight of Cups showing up twice. We have it showing up here, and we have it showing up here. We're right next to each other. Look at that. So you're definitely moving on. You're in the cups of the emotions, so you're moving on from something that has been emotionally upsetting you. We've got the King of Wands coming in. That's the area we should be focusing on, that you're going to make that logical, wise decision based on that mental clarity. So look at this. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. He's moving this way. He's moving this way. He's moving this way. They're all moving on from some situation here. And let us find out clearly what the situation is. Spirit, what is this Eight of Cups showing up here in unexpected energies? They may have not expected you to move on from the situation because you've been kind of maybe stuck, maybe trying to be a little too careful. And this is where trust comes in. I trust my actions. I trust that I'll receive inspired action and just move. You can't get it wrong. There's no mistakes or accidents. What is this Eight of Cups sitting on unexpected energies? We got two cards showing up here. We have the Empress. So now we have we have a pair. We have the Emperor showing up here, and what we should be focusing on. And then the unexpected energies is that we're moving into the Empress energy by the mid of the week to the end of the week. And look at this, moving on. So clearly showing you're moving into the Empress energy, and she wants for nothing. She's got everything. And then we have the Hierophant. So you're surrendering into that energy, and that is an unexpected happening. Didn't see that coming. Okay, so that's what it's clearly showing here. Again, we started out with the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is, building the empire, confident, knowing that those visions are going to come. That's the inspired action that comes. Ideas come from what we called for so long as the imagination is the higher mind. It's the mind that's connected in the unseen realms. It helps us clearly make that inspired action. Okay, and this is also Piscean energy here. Okay. And we also have the Libra energy with the Venus, and the Empress is also a Libra energy, and also a Taurus energy. So we have a lot of Taurus in here. We have it here, we have it in the Hierophant, and we have it in the Empress energy. And we're surrendering to the situation. Let us look a little more into this reading. I'll move these cards over a little bit further here, so we can get some of these in here, because there's a lot showing up. Okay, so now we're going to look at this Eight of Cups showing up in the messages and advice. And I'll tell you right now, I can see it clearly, is that moving on from something that was emotional, that was not fulfilling, Okay, so what is this Eight of Cups showing up here, Spirit? For the advice that you have for us, what is this Eight of Cups? And again, in numerology, 8, 9, and 10s are completion. So you're starting to move on from it. And I love it how it's like the eclipse, like this, like the moon and the sun here in this Eight of Cups. It's beautiful for the season that we're in right now, especially this full moon today. What is this Eight of Cups, Spirit? What is this Eight of Cups for advice? What are we looking at here? This has been a finicky deck this morning. It really has. It's particular. You know, everything's got a vibration to it, a consciousness. What is this Eight of Cups, Spirit? What are we looking at? And if these messages are resonating with you, give this video a thumbs up so others can find it, and you're claiming the reading too. You can claim it in different ways too, but that assists, and it also helps me too. And then also, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do so, because it again helps other people find this video as we continue to build this channel. What is this Eight of Cups, Spirit? Let's try it one more time. We might have to move on to another deck. This one's being really finicky, but it's not the case. It might just be something that we'll have to move on to. Let's do that. And that's exactly it. That message is clear to me. Move on to another deck. What is this Eight of Cups, Spirit, that we're looking at here? What are we looking towards here? Okay, something's going on here. What is this Eight of Cups, Spirit, sitting under advice? Oh, that's too many messages, Spirit. What is this Eight of Cups? Okay. And we have the Magician. So you're definitely manifesting that new, walk. You're manifesting that new action, that new emotional standpoint, perhaps a new relationship with yourself, relationship with whatever you've been walking away from. You're feeling that your emotions and your relationships, you're moving on, you're manifesting that. That is the message and advice from Spirit. And as you do, you're releasing this control, because you're trusting. You are your own magician. Again, we can't say it enough. As above, so below. As within, so without. So let us look a little further here. And we're going to look at, this is the possible outcome energy, is this Page of Cups. Spirit, what is this Page of Cups here? What are we looking at for the possible outcome energies? And maybe this deck wants to speak for this page here. Pages are messages. They're also newer energies. They're apprentice type of energies. But the page is just that innocent energy of the cups, the feelings, the emotion energies, the signs of Pisces and Cancerian, and also Scorpio energies. Yep, taking that cup and just ready to love, new project, new relationship, whatever that is. Financial, enumeration going on. Look at that, the Ten of Cups. Look at that. So for the possible outcome of this week, we have the message coming in is that you're moving into the Ten of Cups, and that is a complete celebration time. Look at that. The children are playing, the couple's happy, they're going, look at all the cups up here with the rainbow. They're just a celebration time. Again, 10 is completion on relationships, emotions, your feelings. You're now celebrating with others, and that completion of that, you're moving on. The energy's doubled itself when we have the Eight of Cups showing up twice. So congratulations, Spirit says. Congratulations on, taking that wand and moving on. And, the path is always meandering. Your wand is lit up in this card here. Your skin is shedding, and you're releasing that control. And it has a lot to do with that inner control. There's nobody's fault. That whole saying, nobody's fault but mine, but it's not a fault. It's more of just trying to stay in control and not, being really used to the fact that you have an inner being, and to follow your intuition, because your intuition will guide you. But to make those logical decisions when that comes, when that inspired action or that inspired idea comes, you take it logically and you move on, because help has been here, and you move on from that. So that control that we release has everything to do with me, myself, and I. You know, it's not somebody being in control over you or any of that. Okay, so that's what we have for the end of the situation here. What we're going to do is we're going to draw one more card to see just one more card. Let's do one more card from this deck, Spirit. What extra card do we have here to end this reading for this week? What other messages do we have here for our peeps? And we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So again, if you see this guy is sitting here, and sometimes it can, mean boredom, but it's more of like kind of going, oh, he's looking at the cups here that were empty, but there's this cup. If you can see, this card is beautiful. This cup is coming in from the hand of God and giving that extra cup that's showing up here. It's like, dearest one, don't look this way. Look at what was happening here that we are giving you. It's a gift. It's kind of like the Ace of Cups combined into this card, coming in and giving that cup, but you're not looking. You're too much looking at the cups that maybe have been disappointing for you. Put the pieces where they go. I just looked at the timer. It's 31:11. And that's another beginning. So take that cup, put your head up, chin up, and then look over here, because there's that new path. There's that new path. Can't say it enough, because we have the Eight of Wands. It's that new path that you're moving on to. Look at all those cups. That's a lot of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 reduces to 2, which is a choice that you can make. You either sit there and look at the cups that have been disappointing you, relationships, your feelings, things that haven't been working out, and you look up and look over, and there's a brand new beginning as you're walking on the situation. And that is a beautiful message for you for this week. Okay, so I'm going to take a screen print of this. I love it. I love that. Actually, I'm going to take it over here. There's something finicky about this camera. Get that timer in there. Okay, so these are the messages that I have for you, my dearest friend. So take what you need, leave the rest. Pass the video on if it has resonated with you. And thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, because it helps others find this video. And many blessings on your journey for this coming week. And happy full moon, harvest moon, whatever you're doing with that. Celebrate yourself. And thank you very much for these messages, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time.